welcome back to the Mookie Chilson channel, and you are looking live at another cue card. This is an outline, a rundown of what we're going to talk about in the order in which we're going to talk about it, and this week we're calling this the Card Show Redux plus symbol, more, exclamation point, highlight it all. We're going to start out with a mail call, which has some fun and diverse offerings. A little CSI Peewee investigation you will want to stick around for. We have Sammy Thunder's Revenge, and Revenge is highlighted in blood red, so you know this is going to be interesting. That's part of the Return to Garfield section of this week's episode. And we'll finish with a little Hello, Jerry section of the video, which I hope you'll stick around for. Anyway, let's begin with the mail call, and we begin in Kasugai, Japan. This is the birthplace of Ichiro Suzuki, one of the greatest baseball players ever to live, and this is his 2007 Topps Chrome card. And if you'll notice on the bottom, his name is not in English, it's in Japanese. And if you flip to the back, his name is in Japanese again, and the description underneath the statistics there is in Japanese. This is a short print variation of the Topps Chrome card that year that usually goes for about 30 bucks online, and I found it for $3. So I was pretty thrilled. I think he's just one of my favorite baseball players ever to watch, and I love having the short print variation of his card. Speaking of short print variations, let's go down to Atlanta's Fulton County Stadium. This is Tom Terrific in the 2023 Topps Stadium Club, in just an incredibly statuesque picture of Tom in enemy territory. And what makes this photo amazing to me isn't just that it's an amazing picture and a foreboding cloudy sky with the great horseshoe of the stadium surrounding him, but this could have been Tom's home ballpark. Tom originally signed with the Braves before having the contract voided by the commissioner for reasons I won't get into here, but the Mets of course ended up scooping him up and going on to win the World Series with Tom and having a great successful career, and of course he was the bedrock of the franchise. So this is a very cool card, tipped off Shane Shoebox Legends. Gave me the little nudge I needed to go out and get this card, so thank you to Shane for that. And speaking of those 69 Mets, let's go all the way back to 1949 Bowman, and this is a big one for me. This is a 1949 Bowman Gil Hodges rookie card. This was in a lot of 1949 Bowman cards. It was a poor image, but the price was right, and so I decided to get it. The card ended up having a nice crease across Gil's chin, which you can see if I tilt the camera a little bit, or the card. But that's fine. I'm going to get this graded and see what it gets. You know, it's in decent enough shape for me. I have wanted a Gil Hodges rookie card. I just so appreciate his life and his career, what he did for the Mets and for the city of New York and Brooklyn specifically, and so I'm thrilled to have Gil home here in Mookie Chilson World Headquarters. And speaking of those Brooklyn Dodgers in the 1940s and 50s, here is the CSI Peewee section of the episode. This is a 1947-66 Harold Peewee Reese exhibit card, and as you can see, it is in the kill shelter. Some people say these cards have received the death penalty by their owners. I like to visit the kill shelter and bring them home. And so that's what we've done here. Now, these are not pinholes on these corners. If a close examination, this is the CSI section, will show you these are staple holes. 1, 2, 1, 2, and the bar across. And you'll notice on the upper left side there are some divots, but no holes. And so what does that tell you, the observant viewer of this week's episode? The kid ran out of staples. He had 3 shots, and the 4th he was shooting blanks. And so the crime scene investigator will be looking for an empty stapler. If you find that empty stapler, you'll find the kid who did this to this card. I love this card. I love this type of stuff. This guy will go right up on my Pinhole Holy Grail Wall of Fame. And again, this was just a couple of bucks, which is probably all it's worth, but it's worth the investigation to me. See those divots there? Now that's what you call solving crime. Speaking of crime, let's turn now to Sammy Thunder's Revenge. And it all began last week's episode when I showed you this other sort of kill shelter card. This is the Tom Seaver, what I'm calling Wolfman Tom, the color added version of his 1971 Topps card that some rapscallion decided to draw up, a little beard all over his face on both sides. And I got a card to replace this card, and that card is from Hawaii. This is from Dylan, Double D Vintage Baseball Cards. I got this at his Whatnot sale. I was thrilled to show it off until I published the video, and my dear friend Sammy Thunder said, "Hey, wait a minute, don't you have that card already?" And of course, he's right. I have a Tom Seaver 1971 Topps card that Sammy Thunder gave me the content creator discount on over in Garfield, New Jersey. And so I will now have 3 of these. I'm thrilled to have 3 of these. I now have the Wolfman Tom, I got Hawaii Tom, and I have Thunder Tom. So Sammy, my apologies for forgetting about the card that you shared with me. And I'm of course, the title of this chapter is Sammy Thunder's Revenge, and as I tell my kids, the best revenge is clean living. And how does Sammy, Mr. Nice Guy Sammy Thunder, do his clean living? Well, that's by giving out gifts to his old pal Mookie. I showed up at the card show this weekend, and he handed me this, a 1978 Topps, or not Topps, but a Sportscaster card of Tom Seaver, a Cy Young card. Super cool card. Not the only card this size I think I own. And I love that it's got the like pictograms up at the top. It's got like the original buffering symbol. I don't know what that means, but super cool. I'm super appreciative, Sammy. And I was so appreciative, Sammy, that I decided to spend some money at the Sammy Thunder table. And what did I buy? Well, how about a nice 1981 or 82, I forget, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar card. Sammy bundled these together and gave me that content creator discount again. There's Willie Mays' last card in 74 Topps. I bought 3 of these and gave 2 of them to my buddies, Mookie Wilson rookie cards. That Sammy, again, Sammy does this thing where he like baits the trap. Have you ever gone crabbing where you stick a chicken bone in the inside of like a crab basket and you drop it down to the bottom of the water and then the crabs come and you lift it up? That's what Sammy does with now Mookie Wilson cards and Mets cards, and as you'll see, he baited the trap really well, because here's a 1975 Tom Seaver. Now, I mean, Dylan may turn his nose up at the centering on this one, and I understand that. I appreciate him. But this is a crispy clean Tom Seaver. I love this card, and I was thrilled to get this from my buddy Sammy. And then another 1971 Topps. There's a Gil Hodges. And then this is the Hello Jerry section. So this 1971 Topps Jerry Kuzma card is just beautiful, and it struck me for a couple of reasons. Yes, it's got a little fisheye. That's okay. This is right where I used to sit when I would go to Shea Stadium, if I could at all help it. Back in the 90s, when I was buying tickets for myself sometimes after work, I would take the subway out to Shea Stadium and have a little like new wave radio, transistor radio plugged in to my ear, listening to the ball game. I always thought I would sit above the scoreboard there. You know, home runs would reach there every once in a while. I think Jeff Bagwell hit one out there while I was out there one time. But I just love the view. I love the view of you could see the Mets dugout really well. It just was a great scene. So Jerry Kuzman's in front of there. Of course, Jerry Kuzman just gets no respect. And so, which I think is terrible. Like SGC on the Nolan Ryan rookie card will not put Jerry Kuzman's name on there, and that frustrates the heck out of him. This guy won 220 games in the major leagues. His number is retired by the New York Mets. You will never see anybody wear number 36 for the Mets again, because Jerry Kuzman was so prolific. and such a great pitcher. In fact, Jerry Koosman's legacy reaches way beyond his time even with the Mets, because when Jerry Koosman left the Mets, I believe in 1979, he was traded for, let's see. This guy. Jerry Koosman went to the Twins. The Twins sent back this guy, and all Jesse Orosco did was win the World Series for the Mets on the mound in Game 7 of the World Series and the '86 playoffs. And so Jerry Koosman, his legacy lives on for me and for all us Mets fans. I have a beautiful Jerry Koosman autograph. He had one of the nicest, most flowing, beautiful autographs. Look at that. It looks like a, I don't even know, calligrapher drew it. But Jerry Koosman is one of my favorite all-time Mets, number 36 in your scorecard, number 1 in your hearts. And so that was my last pickup in Garfield. Sammy Thunder hooked me up with my Metsies. He baited the trap, and I took the chicken bone. And so that's it. I'm done. Should I stop? Let's see if I can keep stacking these. I think I'll keep Kareem out of there. Anyway, that's it. End of the episode. Thank you for sticking around all this time. I appreciate your endurance. And let's go Mets. Thank you.